Alright, here's the deal today, guys. We're at the administration office for Centralia City Schools, Centralia, Illinois. We'll be doing what we do every time. We're gonna ensure that our rights are respected and not trampled on today by any of our public officials. District number 135, Administration Building, 400 South Elm Street in Centralia, Illinois. Please press for assistance. See, are they open? Not open, huh?
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I was needing to come inside and file a request today.
File a request with who?
With the administration office.
I'm sorry, which person?
It'd be a Freedom of Information Act request.
Come in.
Thank you. Let's see, where are we at? Vacancy. Let's see. Let's kind of look away for a sec. Freedom of speech. Notice of vacancy. Potential vacancy. Hi.
Hi. I'm not sure who you would need to file that with, but our superintendent's not here and won't be back until next week.
Okay.
Have you done it before? Because I've never dealt with it.
Not here exactly, but if I could just turn it into anybody and then they could just forward it to the
I
appropriate
mean, do you
person.
have a form?
If you
What
guys-
I'm afraid of is that probably whatever you're needing, whoever it is you need it from is probably not here because it's pretty bare bones today.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything that I know of that
Okay.
would go along with that.
Yeah, and if you don't have like a form on hand, like Illinois, there's no specific form, so I could even file it on a blank sheet if that's fine. And then I could just turn it into one of you guys and just sign that you received it, get me a copy, and then you would just forward it to the FOIA officer or whoever would
Go
handle
ahead and have a
that.
seat right here.
Okay.
Let me see if our human resources
Calendar. So we're about halfway through June, being the 17th today. Root beer float day. Board of Education. Look at that, 1961.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, hi, I'm trying to file a FOIA request today.
Okay, do you have it in writing?
If I could just get a blank sheet from you, I could fill it out. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not
No, that's all right. I get that a couple times. That's not the most common thing. I appreciate it though.
All right, I have a paper here.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Thank you. I've actually got my own pen.
Okay.
Do you have a board that I could write on by chance, like a little clipboard?
No, but
or?
you can use the tape. You can sit down and put it
Okay,
in the folder.
thanks.
Yeah, no problem. And then my office is just right in here. And just
Okay.
give me a holler whenever you're ready.
What's your name, if you don't mind me
My
asking?
name's Cassie.
Cassie.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Assuming this will go pretty smooth.
Hey.
Here.
Thank Thank you. Okay, I'll
Thank
get
you.
this submitted and then we'll get it back to you. Okay, you have, this is the email, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Is
All
there
right.
any way that you would just like sign that you received that?
Yeah, and you
give
would
me
make
a
you
copy.
of it?
Yeah, I appreciate
Sure.
that.
Sure thing.
You guys have people file FOIA requests pretty often? Or?
Yeah, normally that's what the confusion was with the paper. Normally they just send it like by email.
I see.
But this is no problem.
Sometimes you got to keep it old school, do it in
Yeah.
person.
That's okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too. Thanks. That was pretty smooth. I guess, oh, yeah. Hey, sorry to bother you again, but I was just wondering, is there anywhere in the building that you guys generally don't allow people, or is that like as far as the public is concerned, is that?
Not necessarily. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just wondering.
up here, the offices down there is really just like our purchasing, so like equipment and stuff that we purchase for classrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, like, are you needing to go somewhere in
No,
particular?
I was just wanting to like document the publicly accessible areas, and I just
Yeah.
wanted maybe a little clarification. I'm
Yeah.
probably not gonna try to like go in any offices
Yeah,
or anything.
I
but
mean,
yeah,
not
I just-
necessarily. I mean, people generally just come in here to register
Mhm.
students.
Is that all right with you if I just kind of mosey around for a minute? I
I can walk with you if you want.
Whatever works. I mean, I don't want to tie up your time or
No, it's okay.
anything, but
I mean, so up here we have, it's our superintendent's office, our assistant superintendent. We have our copy room. Most of the people are gone. They're
Yeah,
on
I've
vacation
noticed.
right now. Our secretary sits up here. Jill Barger, she's our special ed coordinator. I'm the HR coordinator. Kristen sits in the office next to me, and she does billing and bookkeeping and stuff like that. And then back there we have just the closed off board meeting room. I mean, sometimes
I see.
we do like interviews back here, and
Yeah.
people need to have meetings.
I see.
We have our IT director, our dean of student management back there.
Yeah.
There's really not too much to it. We
Oh
have
yeah. There's
two-
usually not.
2 bathrooms back here. Yeah, and then we have Hazel. She's who you met with when you first walked in.
Okay.
She's our purchasing agent. And then we have Mike. He is our food service director. He is out for the summer. And then back here is really where we just get all of our purchasing stuff. But
Wow.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. There's really not a whole lot to it, but
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate the quick tour.
no problem.
I'll quit tying up your time now.
No problem at all. I'll get this submitted for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so pleasant.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. Yeah, you know what? They honestly, maybe some people might not agree with this, but honestly, guys, they were so pleasant. I'm not even gonna really press the issue here about, you know, sticking around or getting anything further. Like, you know, you kind of gonna see. There really wasn't much there anyway. Didn't necessarily need the tour, but you know what? They were so pleasant. I mean, what do you do? I'm not out here to start a problem with anybody, you know. And at least she wasn't trying to make it a chaperone type of thing. She was actually, you know, engaging in giving me a tour, sorta. So that was real nice. And so you know, you guys see there's really not much of the building here, and yeah, she was pleasant enough that we got our quick shot. You know, they didn't have an issue, and we appreciate that. So there's really no need to, in my opinion, drive home any point that we have the right to do this. They were respectful, and we're not trying to infringe on our rights. Couldn't have cared less, honestly. I don't think that they could have cared any less. So good to them. I've already forgot their names, to be honest with you guys. I'll have to go back and see what she said both of their names were. So essentially, inside the school administration office of Centralia, Illinois. Pleasant workers, helpful. And I'm gonna label this as a success, obviously, because we didn't even have to explain what we were doing. So this, and honestly, the only other one that I've had anything like this, actually eerily similar to this, was the Marion County Health Department, which is also in Centralia. They, you know, gave me pleasant service, allowed me to exercise my right to record in public freely. I filed my FOIA request. They released it no problem. All the workers were great. And I'm foreshadowing here that this is going to be the same. So we're about 2 for 5 now. All the others that I've done have been an issue between calling the cops or not knowing our rights, telling me to shut the camera off, not willing to file a FOIA request, whatever. So yeah, grade A to the staff at the administration office for Centralia City Schools, Centralia, Illinois. We the people definitely appreciate our publicly funded staff to understand our rights and to respect them. And honestly, even if they don't quite know at first, just, you know, not really willing to offer any resistance. That's great. So that's awesome. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome, honestly. It was a little weird going behind the locked door, and you know, because right there when you first walk in, I'm not sure that, you know, we walked through the foyer into another set of doors which led directly into the lobby, and there were no signs, you know. So that's why on this one I was just willing to I was willing to ask where their where they may have known or what their opinion may have been as far as where we're allowed to go into the publicly accessible areas, because I wasn't 100% sure. I'll be honest with you. As far as, you know, being let in the door, and the lobby was, you know, maybe 6 foot by 10 foot. Other than that, I don't know if the rest was technically considered publicly accessible. That wasn't posted with signs not to be accessed by the public, or that it was restricted in any manner. But like I said, they were polite enough that, you know, we really didn't want, like I said, I'm not here to try to piss anybody off. We're just here to exercise our rights and educate where we can, and become more educated myself, honestly. And you know what, guys, if you like what I do, you know, if you appreciate that I'm out here exercising my rights for myself and all of us, peacefully, you know, make sure that you give my channel a like and subscribe, and make sure that you comment. It all helps. We're really trying to blow up so we can reach as many people as possible to, you know, like I said, just peacefully exercise our rights, and to educate anybody that's willing to listen, including myself. So with that, Odd Man Audits is gonna sign off for the day.